But the thing is, you're under so much fucking pressure to begin with.
True, but
you
also...
probably don't... you're gonna feel it, obviously, but you probably don't feel it as much as we think we are. Like, because out here, it sounds like, oh, shit.
Yeah, well, you know a thing or two about anatomy. So, I'd imagine the optical cord doesn't stretch that far to begin with anyways. So they would
Hey, space pirate!
Oh, hey!
Fully charged space pirate!
If I recall, don't the space pirates actually have logs as you progress through the game where they're like, fuck, Samus is on this planet!
Oh, wait till you see.
I know there's like a sadistic sense of humor that comes out of a lot of these scans. Like, they tried to...
We'll read the logs. Fans.
Yeah. It appears the space pirates have set up shop. Time to fuck shit up. Scanning. Fuck, it's Samus.
Lock door.
We're hosed. Probability.
Actually, they're very aggressive in this game. I love how they because they had that muscular build. Yeah.
Well,
and they're fucking aggressive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here's what I found interesting: is apparently like the space pirates are their own species, but like there's no real explanation as to why space pirates in each game look so different.
Well, always associated it with like the phase-on and changes that they go through. Like personally, this is their natural state.
Yeah.
This is their natural state.
Yeah, and like I guess you could argue in Super Metroid there was a bit of mutation.
Aggressive, pure, brute strength.
And the weird thing is though that in each Prime game, the design for the pirates does change a bit, so you could chalk that up to just biogenetic engineering or modification of themselves, because the space pirates do.
Well, they rely on phase-on and 3.
Yeah, well, they do a lot of experiments in terms of, you know, let's see what we can augment. Like, they try to emulate the Chozo belief of why the fuck not, but they don't know when to quit. But, like, The
Chozo knew when they were going too far.
The Chozo knew, it's like, you know what? In the grand scheme of things, this idea probably is not going to be super beneficial to anyone. Meanwhile, with Space Pirates, like, you know, it'd be really cool if we could emulate the Morph Ball. And we'll see what that leads to later.
Oh, yes.
So,
I got to like 11.
Yeah. So do you want to call it a session around the next save point?
I'll call it a session when we have a save point after we fight the Metroid.
Alrighty. Since
you know, it's like, dude, we're playing a Metroid game, and
you gotta see Metroids.
It's not like at the normal 2D where you see Metroids.
At the very end.
Yeah, at the very fucking end.
It's weird because the name Metroid, really, in real life, came from.
Hello.
Hello, space pirates. Oh wait, the Metroids are right here, aren't they?
They give a badass cutscene to the Metroid.
Well, I mean, it technically is the title character. It's
Metroid. To one fucking thing. And only like the environments and Samus. I mean, you know, Samus is one of 2 beings to live.
Oh, that's an alarm. I thought that was a space pirate screaming in agony.
No.
Although I wouldn't put it past the game's sound design to do that.
Oh, I think they definitely have like no. Oh god, they have a personality when all of a sudden Samus decided to be a dick and open up a Metroid cage.
Why the fuck would you do that? You've doomed us all. Although apparently some space apparently enough space pirates.
I can somewhat manipulate the Metroids to where they can do my bidding first and then I'll go.
Yeah, because Metroid's only prime instinct is just eat. Prime.
Metroid Prime.
Thank you and good night.
Prime time.
But if I recall, the Space Pirates, there's actually a log.
Jesus Christ.
Where they point out that it's forbidden for Space Pirates to have Metroid as pets, because apparently some Space Pirates are so stupid that they decide, you know what, this thing that'll kill me instantly if it even thinks about latching onto me, I think I want to keep it as a pet.
No, because the thing is, you can kind of get the idea because the baby Metroid was so...
Yes, but at this point, because Metroid 2 hasn't happened, nobody really knows that Metroids can imprint.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because...
Well, then again, at this
God,
point...
I mean, what if Samus decided not to take it and the Metroid partnered up with Samus? Like, holy shit.
Well, the thing
Holy shit! You've got the scariest thing in the world.
Let's think about this for a second, because I actually thought about this. The Metroid, more likely than not, bonded to how Samus looked in the power suit, not Samus herself.
Look at that.
50% of all logbook scans. Son of a bitch!
Already.
Wow. Which means the next ones are probably really spread out.
Most of the logbooks happen within...
Pirate bases.
Pirate bases.
Makes sense.
Here and there, you'll find the Chozo stuff here and there. It's not too bad. The logbook is not what you need to worry about.
Yeah,
Except for that one.
Yeah, Space Pirate.
Except for that one.
Yeah, Space Pirate Log 87. We have attempted to emulate the Chozo Creed because why the fuck not with mixed success. So does a
Fuck her and the Chozo.
Yeah. Does a charge shot? Does it do roughly the same damage in terms of number output as missiles?
I don't know what the ratio is in this game compared to like Fusion.
Because I know on normal
overpowered
mode,
as shit.
Yeah, because I know.
I'm gonna tell you. I think all in all, the charge beam does about 20. Just making sure it's okay. The Chozo, not the Chozo, the damage that the charge beam would take is like 26 units of health. But that's each charge shot, which equivalent in Fusion is about 2 missiles.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's relatively significant, given that missiles are your primal weapon to use.
They're usually your powerhouse weapon.
Yeah, because of the differences that you get in the game. Now, I will say the one problem with Prime is how they handle missile upgrades. I don't really like them because I rarely use them. I will use them one time.
Key!
I'll use them one time. Well, actually 2 times. So you'll know. You'll know by the certain Ghostbusters theme.
Yeah. So, but I was asking, because I noticed in the normal mode, it took about 1 missile to kill a space pirate on the space station, but a charge shot seems to get, looked like it got the job done as well.
It does.
So I'd say probably roughly the same damage ratio, probably a difference of a couple numbers.
Here and there.
Yeah, but I think that the main draw of a missile over the charge beam is that the missile is more rapid fire than the charge beam. Because, I mean, as the name implies, you gotta wait for it.
Yep. Well, the thing is, with the charge beam, it loads up pretty fast. I mean,
yeah,
that's not a very long wait time.
Yeah, that's definitely. I think it's definitely shorter than Supers.
Supers.
No, the charge beam usually is somewhat quick, but it's here it does seem like it's faster in general.
Yeah.
The soundtrack I'm really liking because it kind of hits that right spot between catchy and ambient, and the remixes of previous themes fit in pretty well. Like when I learned how many remixes of like old themes that the Prime series has, like how the multiplayer theme in Prime 2 is just the Brinstar Green theme, which is probably my favorite arrangement of that theme, and how apparently even Mother Brain's theme from Super Metroid is remixed in Prime 3. I found that interesting.
Well, the thing is, like, you know, they remix, but they don't always remix.
Yeah, they only remix in very, very select situations.
Like, if they feel like it fits an area...
Like, it's not there for the sake of nostalgia.
Yeah. It's there because it fits.
Yeah.
Now, one of my favorite little parts of this game, I love this thing.
Oh, it's like a solar system map.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Is SR388 is SR388 on here? But it's not a required scan, isn't it?
Tom Ford is. Because that's the planet we're on.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? It always confused me. Why Talon 4? What happened to the other 3?
I think it's just going by the naming convention that in some science fiction worlds, like, there's always a number on the planet. So let's see. Twin Tabula. I really want to see SR388 on this thing, though. Planet Zebes. Oh, that's cool! Is inhospitable to most bioforms. The world was considered unremarkable until it became a base for space pirate forces. Yeah, referencing Metroid 1. I like that. devices previously used.
Oh, sorry.
I swear, Planet Billion. I think what it is just very small. Because I remember I heard that SR388 was a scan on this thing.
I think it's a scan on Metroid 2. I can't remember because I've scanned all these planets already.
But it's not required for completion, so it doesn't matter if you skip it. I want to look that up now.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
2 Wiki Troid.
Cool.
Super missile. Sweet. Now we do 5 times the damage of a regular missile in one shot.
Which, aka Metroid Killer. Until you get.
Fuck this shit.
Until you get the ice beam. Until you get the ice beam, it really is. You're gonna see me abuse it. Because on hard mode, those little fuckers are aggressive. I mean, really aggressive. God, they fucking, and they can just take a beating. Jesus Christ, I mean, you're gonna see what it takes to kill a Metroid when you do not have ice beam.
Let's see, trivia.
Okay, so
a scan tank in Metroid processing room in Metroid Prime 3 corruption states and specimens from SR388 have been developed, and there's a newly discovered strain. However, Samus encounters no space pirate forces or bases during her mission. In the beta phase for an upcoming strategy game, Planetary Annihilation, the SR388 was included in one module. Yeah, okay. I swear I saw somewhere. I swear I saw somewhere that SR388 was in that.
You know, that's the one thing. I know where the scan locations are, but it's hard to tell which scan location.
I swear. Oh yeah, you're just in the snow and the space pirates are like...
Well, this is one of the few times...
I like how they ragdoll away. And I also like how the wave beam actually, you see, like, it electrocutes them. Kind of, I mean, because it is passing through matter, so it probably fucking hurts.
Well, the thing is, you know... not Metroids, Space Pirates are gonna realize you're fucking with the wrong guy. I'm just as aggressive as you are.
Okay, it says here...
Look at this. Flying pirate. Fuck you.
I do like the siren sound. It kind of reminds me of something out of me. Which, you know, pretty fitting. Apparently there's a description from some source. Okay,
I don't need to hear about...
Okay. SR388 is described as nearby Zeus in the Metroid Prime manual, implying the system is close to the FS-176 system, whatever the fuck that is. However, in the Metroid manga, SR388 is said to not be found on any galactic charts. This can cause one to question where exactly SR388 and its system are located in the cosmos. In the Journal of Samus Aran, she says that this sector of space is ruled by a Federation governor. Okay, so I guess it's not in the planetary order. I swear I heard somewhere that it was on there.
I could have sworn it was.
It's just like a little Easter egg thing.
SR388 is kind of important.
And apparently Metroids were not really a big threat to galactic civilization, you know, of course the Federation deemed that, until Metroid 1, where the Space Pirates got a Metroid in captivity, and then, you know, they caused it to made it multiply, they had an army of them, and Samus destroyed them. You know what I think what it was? Maybe the Galactic Federation...
Is, like, you know, from what it says, and from what I've seen, the Chozo can control it.
To some degree, I'd imagine.
Oh no. Tame.
Well, I would hope...
More proven to the Chozo's badassery. Oh, Metroid. Okay. Hi.
Yeah, so...
How you doing today?
Well, I'd imagine they would make sure their own creation wouldn't turn on them, but...
No, they can't.
Although I think that was one theory for a while, is that the Metroids killed off the Chozo on SR388, but then that theory was before Infusion. But I think maybe what the Galactic Federation thought was, there are Metroids here, and they pretty much destroy any life they come in contact with. Let's not fuck with them. And then the space pirates are like, hey, you want to know what would be cool? What if we had Metroids as an ultimate super weapon to get anything we wanted? And the Federation was like, fuck. Oh, here we go. Wait a second, is that a Hunter Metroid scan in the background?
Meet Metroid.
Hi, Metroid. I kind of like how the ones here on Tower 4 have like really elongated fangs.
Which make them more intimidating.
Yeah, it also
Metroid,
looks
any
like...
parasite predator. Dominant species on planet SR-388. Metroids can suck the life force out of living things, which does prove how they do that. A Metroid can latch onto its prey and drain energy, growing larger as it does. The only way to shake and attach Metroids to him while viewed.
Well, considering how Samus is like one of the only beings.
And look at the theme that it plays. Hello, Metroid. That took a super missile to its face.
Well,
Two!
Metroids are hardy creatures. Although these ones don't seem to be as strong as the other ones, because you don't need the ice beam. It's very requisite.
One...
Pirate experimentation?
No, it didn't make any sense. Because you're like, dude, we don't have... I mean, unless you cheat, you can't have the ice beam yet.
Well, what I'm getting at is just in general the idea... Wait, I want to go back to that scan with the Hunter Metroid.
That is a Hunter Metroid.
Yeah, internal organs of Metroids seem to be limited to nucleonic absorption of cells and acid reservoirs. And you said the Hunter Metroid can leech on you from a distance, right?
Making it the predator. Because it can aggressively attack you, but it also can defensively attack you.
Yeah. One thing
I'm getting this Z thing off my fucking screen.
Gotcha.
That got really annoying after a while.
Yeah, one thing that I do like about the Metroids is how they appear is that it's shown that they're not only hardy, but they can quickly adapt to a new environment if needed.
Well, they say a Metroid is not a true Metroid.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing. SR-388 is where it has its natural life cycle, but on other planets, or if they're exposed to something such as Phazon, I think because, when the Chozo created them, they were supposed to adapt to SR-388 because, they weren't actually from there. So maybe... I
mean, they were artificially created.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe that was just a genetic trait that they carried over in general, is that they're just supposed to be able to genetically adapt to unless if it's cold for some reason. But yeah, I guess they gotta have something.
Well, it's because it's nuclear.
But I think another thing too is that because there is a membrane, so I think what it is that the cold makes that membrane work. But Metroids are just kind of a weird species in general, what they do, but honestly, with how dangerous they are, no one questions why. It's more, how can I stay the fuck away from this? Oh, hi there. You fool! Yeah, these Metroids don't seem
But look at what it can do after a while.
Yeah.
It can... electrocute stuff. That's why I broke it free, because a lot of them don't seem to do that, but that one seems to.
That one seems to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
I think
Which is why I showed it off.
You know what, I feel like maybe what it is that the Metroids, maybe in this...
Wait. Stage 6?
Yes. Empty stage tank used.
Stage 5, I guess. Maybe stage 6.
Oh yeah, there's an energy tank. Thank you, Space Pirates.
Okay, it's good. Just a little bit. Yeah.
I believe there's a missile expansion.
There it is.
In there. Yeah, I know a thing or two about certain parts of this game.
Like, there's got to be a missile expansion somewhere in this guy.
Well, I actually do remember this one in particular because I was watching Brain Scratch commentaries running this game a little bit back. And I think it was Johnny who was playing it. He said that he always goes for this missile expansion while the Space Pirates are firing at him, just so he can pretend, or like just so he can kind of think like the pirates are like, what the fuck is she trying to do?
I normally do it, but I'm not fucking.
They can potentially knock you off, and especially on hard mode.
I'm not fucking with hard mode. Now, if we were playing this on normal, I don't care.
So you're
not gonna beat me on normal.
I like to think that the reason why the Metroids here don't have that immunity to cold is one, obviously gameplay.
What the fuck?
Well, obviously gameplay reasons. You don't have it yet. But I think maybe another reason is experimentation with the space pirates, because it's shown that they pretty much will fuck up anything for the sake of science.
I mean, but that proves that, you know, while the space pirates are brutal, they are very intelligent.
Yeah.
Like, they're curious.
I think that's the thing, is that their curiosity is also their biggest downfall.
It is. Because it kills them, too.
Yeah.
But, you know, it says in some of the lore that you'll see that they don't really care.
Yeah, they're more for the person. It's more, you know, what's
because
the quote?
If the space pirates survive and become the ultimate threat,
they think if they can do it rather than if they should do it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you could somewhat argue with the Chozo, but at least they were somewhat utilitarian about it.
You know, that always brings me to just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah. Jurassic Park kind of had that quote, but I mean, the quote in and of itself is a pretty...
Hey, Metroid! How you doing today, boy?
Okay, I saw the hand off to the corner as it was going to reach for the cannon, and I thought that was the Metroid busting out of the glass. And my heart kind of skipped a beat for a second.
You got me controlling this thing. Well, nothing to worry about here.
Well, that's one thing, is just that this game does a good job of atmosphere.
Oh, dear God, it does. There's one point in the game where you're actually, even though you're not going to control it, you're going to feel tight.
Like, yeah,
you're going to feel tight because you're going to wonder, what the fuck is Jordan going into?
And I feel like it's a good example of a game that has good atmosphere is when, even if you're just watching it, you can get a sense of what's
because emotion. Look at how you feel. You're like, oh, my heart skipped a beat.
Yeah,
but I'm not
playing. It's a fucking Metroid.
But I'm not playing it. Yeah. But I still feel its presence.
And that's one thing, though, is that, like, when you already show how dangerous a Metroid is, there's just one in close proximity, it already makes you a little uneasy. Well, it makes me a little uneasy just because, you know, we've seen that it can selectively break through glass. So I have this, like, thought that I can line, kind of like a horror film where it's like, I'm just waiting for one to jump, like, bust out through the glass, like, surprise, bitch. I don't doubt it.
There is no container that can do it. As far as I'm aware.
Well, Super Metroid came close, but that one was a larva of a larva.
Yeah, and the thing is, it was incredibly tamed because...
Well, yeah, because it imprinted on cells.
Yeah.
Although the thing probably was still, I mean, we saw it was still aggressive.
But once it realized who it attacked, it's like, oh shit.
Hello,
like,
Mama.
Like, you know, it felt sad.
Yeah, that's one. Okay, yeah, that's one thing about Super Metroid is that it does a fantastic job of like doing that chunk of storytelling without any dialogue.
Very atmospheric. Because it shows that Metroids just aren't beasts.
They aren't mindless. It's just that their instincts kind of override anything.
Their intelligence.
Yeah. Because
I hope you know they're very intelligent because they find ways.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that a Metroid will find ways to fuck you up. So let's see here. Force field network active. I like how you had to have scanning technology to get through most of this shit.
Yeah.
Thermal visor. Well, it's a good thing the Space Pirates were developing this for the Varia suit.
Well, I think the reason that they were developing this so they can see weaknesses.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so that they can basically be even more of a predator.
Yeah. Well,
because you can see everything now.
Yeah.
Wait.
Literally.
Look.